Hi, welcome to Survival Skills. I better not move because I'm way up here. I don't know how to move around in F5. So I'll just stand right here and say hello, um, and welcome you to a new world, Hateful Box, mchatefulbox.com, and I'll put a link to this server in the description. Started a new survival world, and I've been playing in it for a while. Kind of got hooked on it. I like the beginning survival experience, and so I've been building things up here. We've been doing more work on Hardway. We'll go back to Hardway in the next video or so. And I've got another server going that I'm going to call Freeway for lack of imagination. And that's going to be a 116 server where we can reset the world a little bit more often and keep it fresh. But here we've built things out, and as you can see, I've got some elytra, but I can't do anything with them because I don't have any gunpowder. So I want to make a mob farm. So that's what I'm up to right now. I'll show you the rest of the settlement in a minute, but I wanted you to take a look at well, I didn't want you to take a look. I thought you might like to take a look at the structure of this farm. So this is I've done this before, but I never really showed you one of these in construction. This is 3 layers, 3 spawning layers. And if you've been playing Minecraft for any length of time, you've probably built something similar to this. This is my take on it. So each one of these are spawn pads, and like where the stone is right here, and then I'm going to put trapdoors right here, and actually I could probably start that right now. And let me grab my stuff. I need to go down to where my crafting table is. Anyway, I'm going to put trapdoors along here, and I'll do that in just a second. So the thing is that all the stuff will spawn up here on these spawn pads, and then we depend on it to wander around. And the way we get them to do that, we depend on the mobs to wander around. The way we get them to do that is we stand right down there in the killing area. Actually, I'm going to make the killing area below that, but that's where I'm going to stand when I want them to spawn. That's I just thought of something. 21. I hope I'm far enough away. 21 blocks to there. 3, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 25 to their little feet right here. So they'll spawn on these pads right here. The next one up is 28, and the next one up from that is add another 4, 31. So that should be right. And so it keeps them, they're 25 blocks away from me when I'm standing down there. So they'll spawn right here. If they were closer, nothing would spawn on this layer. And then they're no more than 32 blocks away when they're standing up there. They're 31 blocks away. So they're between 25 and 32 blocks between those two, right? Or between 24 and 32. So in that range right there is where they'll spawn, and they'll move around. If they're too far away, they won't move around. They'll spawn, but they won't move around because they don't sense me. And if they're too close, they won't spawn at all. So with this farm design, if you do the Y levels right, if you set it up right, you can keep all 3 of these spawning pads within the right distance, right? So that things will spawn and they'll move around. They'll wander off the edge here. Sorry, I'm jerking the mouse around a little bit. They'll wander off the edge here. They'll fall into this water stream. They'll get swept off into here. They'll fall straight down. I've got a drop chute down there. And what I'm going to do is I think I might, just to test it, I might put a little killing pad down here. And I just did this scaffolding, to get up here. I'll put a little killing area here, and I'll just watch and see if they drop. But if they are dropping, then I'll make this my AFK area. and then I'm going to make another pad about 10 blocks below this, maybe a little bit more, 10 blocks. So it's this from where they drop there to here, from the water down to here is 21 blocks. So that should drop them down to about a half a heart. So you can stand here and you can get XP, and if you've got a looting sword, you can get a lot of drops. So you get more drops, right, with a looting sword. If you don't want to be bothered with the looting sword, you can take this down another 10 blocks or so, and that's pretty sure to finish them. Like, they'll just drop onto a set of hoppers, and then their stuff will go right into a set of chests for you. So you can do it that way. I think I'm going to start out with the looting sword. So let's see here. I had an opening right here. So I'm going to set this up. I haven't done it yet. Set it up so that I can stand right here, and you can see that you can reach all the way back from here all the way across, no problem. So I'm going to make it all the way around though, so you can walk all the way around this thing, and use your looting sword and get lots of stuff. And then I'll put to start with, I'm just going to put some chests. So these will be hoppers right here, and then I'm just going to put my main loot chest right here, and then I'll have some extras around here for overflow. But later on I'm going to put another platform down there, and I'll put in a sorting system and stuff like that. So let me drop down here and sleep. Hopefully I'm alone on the server and I can sleep, bring the sun up. Okay. Well, let's see. While I'm down here, let me show you what we did. I'm pretty happy with this place. So I've been working with another person. I call him Thebe. And we built this up, and then this is our neighbor over here, Clem, that did a fantastic job. He's just really got a sense of how to make pretty things. So we started out with this shoddy little town here, and we fenced all this off so we could work at night without being annoyed. All the way back to there and all the way around. Minecraft's got a new fishing mechanic. So I put in a fish pond instead of the, we don't have an AFK fish farm. So this is 5 by 5, and it's 2 blocks deep. So you can stand right here, and this is considered open water, and you can stand here and fish, and you'll get loot. I don't have Luck of the Sea yet, so I just got it. I haven't tried it, but I can start fishing for some better stuff. I just like to do that to relax. I don't really need to fish for loot now because we've got everything pretty well rigged. We got the farms with alternating rows of crops, plenty of crops. Then we've got our cow pen, which is just kind of for looks more or less now. I mean, just every once in a while we might need a harvest, but we've got a couple of cookers here. We've got one for the beef, and then we've got one for potatoes, and they both drop down into this double chest, so you can see that we're loaded with food. And mainly, I will every once in a while have to harvest cows to get more leather for things like our item frames, especially item frames, and books for the trading hall over there. So let's since I mentioned the trading hall, let me show you what we did. So trading hall wise, first of all, got a breeder. So we just took made one of the houses here. I extended this house. So I brought this out. I kept the same Minecraft look, exactly the same. Just extended the roof and the wall to make it a little bit bigger, so you get more beds in here. And this is it. This is my high-tech breeder. We've done Impulse SV style breeders, which are fantastic, but I'm a hands-on kind of person, so I don't really don't need like a million villagers. I breed them 1 or 2 at a time, and then I roll them into this training area, and I roll them out of there into here. I train them up, and then I roll them from here out into the trading area. Now I'm really happy with this. I looked for YouTubes on how to do this simple thing, and I couldn't find one. There are lots of YouTubes on that have excellent trading halls, but they're just way too complicated for my taste because they have these rail systems for putting villagers up into these pods here. I just shove them in here manually. You know, if I want to put a villager in a pod, it's a little bit of manual work. I've got to put them back in here, and I'll show you this in a second. Well, actually, I can show you now. So this is just a sticky piston. And let me hit this lever right here. And I've got a better way to do that. But this is sticky piston with a trapdoor on top of it. So if there's a villager here, he can't get out. They're taller than I am, and they won't be able to walk out of here. Okay? If I drop them down, they're stuck here. And this zombie here walks back and forth. And if he sees a villager standing here, he can walk over. This won't be here when I'm done. He can walk over here and infect the villager. And then after he infects the villager, I just pop the villager back up here. And I can, then the villager will be standing here like this. And I can use a potion of weakness and a golden apple and cure the villager. And I can get some pretty good discounts. I think I just cured this guy. I'm going to cure him one more time. But you can see that he's got a nice low price on paper. He wants 12 emeralds for sweeping edge 3, so he's raised his prices a little bit since I cured him, but not too bad. And he raised his price by 1 emerald on this book here, Thorns 3. I can get Thorns 3 for 2 emeralds in a book. So I can cure him one more time, and I can get these prices down to probably 1 emerald for a sweeping edge, 1 emerald for thorns, and then we've got all these trades here. This master librarian, sweep 3, thorns 3, master prot 4, fire prot. I want fire prot because I just if you put fire prot on just one item of your armor, all the rest of my stuff here is prot 4. If you put fire prot on one item of your armor, it makes a huge difference. Like if you get hit by a fireball from a blaze, it makes a huge difference in how much damage it does. It does virtually no damage. So you don't need to make an entire set of fire protection armor. You only need one item enchanted with fire protection to get the benefits, and then the rest of your stuff can be a protection 4, so that you can handle melee type of stuff. Now this guy got infected somehow. How did that happen? Maybe that was on purpose. Fortune 3. Let me check something out here. Anybody else? Because I was playing around here trying to get I must have dropped him down by accident, trying to rearrange some villagers, and I think I dropped some of them down by accident, or I left gaps in the wall back there. So this guy needs to be cured. So let's do that. Now hopefully he's not going to get reinfected. I'll go check that out in a second. So hit him with a weakness potion, and then golden apple. See him starting to shake, and the particle effect turns red. So he's being cured. I'm glad he didn't despawn, because when they get infected like that, they can despawn. Now he can't touch them. He's not supposed to be able to touch them. See, I messed this stuff up. I have to make sure I fix this right, because when I was in there working before, I left this wall out right here, and this guy got infected by accident by like a zombie that wandered in from out here. So anyway, I'll cure this guy, and that'll bring him down. So anyway, I've got lots of good trades in here. I know I'm scrolling by too fast. Oak Touch, Infinity, Sharp 5, Lure 3. Yes, I want, because of the fishing changes, I want the lure, and I want the bow enchants too. Fire Aspect, I like Fire Aspect. Some people don't. I like it. So I took these bow enchantments now because you can't get them from fishing anymore. So we got flame, we've got power 4, and we have infinity here too. It's probably a second trade or something. Or here we go. It made it to the sign. So we can have a really good bow off the trading hall now. So it's you just do the trading hall like this with cells. You can make it any way you want, but I suggest maybe think about making it this way because it's already been done for you. And you just make a trading cell like this, and then I suggest you put this roof on it with slabs. So if we go up on top here, let me see if I can get up there so you can see what it looks like on top. You know, I'm sidetracking a little bit because this is one of the features. I know I've got the mob farm going over there. I don't know, I might have to come back in another video for that. We'll see. So you go 2 up with the walls all the way around, and then on top you put bottom slabs on top all the way around. So these go all the way around on the top of the cell, and then I put an additional slab up here, and then I just do a little roof right here just to give a little space over his head. Maybe not needed, but I like it. So that's how I do it. Then I stick a light source on top of the middle one because these are top slabs. I don't want anything spawning up here, and I overdo it. So I've got lots of light up here, and once you do the first cell, each cell after that is super easy. You just keep adding cells for as many as you need, and I can tell you from experience that you're going to need probably about this many. And I don't know how many. I mean, you can count. I could count them, but you can figure it out on your own. You're going to need a bunch because there are a lot of trades that you're going to want. So then once you've got that built, you put in these trapdoors, or you have them handy because you need these guys to stand on a sticky piston like this. And so you just put the sticky piston in the ground, and then underneath here is redstone, and you can put a lever right here, and the redstone goes into the block that's next to that piston right there, fires that piston to lift it up, and the villager will stand right on there. The zombie walks around in this trench here. Make sure you put that wall behind so nothing else can get in and cause you trouble. Zombie walks back and forth. When you drop the villager down using this lever, the zombie will find him. And I have the zombie blocked. Maybe I don't. Hope he didn't infect my villager. Did he? Was it that quick? Do I have to make another golden apple? You okay? Okay. So you drop him down, infect him, and then you can cure him. Alright? Super simple. And the way you get them in there is I just break out these rails right here. I put glass on both sides, so I've got just nowhere for him to go, and then I just shove him in there, and this is all blocked off. Of course I don't want him running that way. Then if I have to, I break out one slab here, and then so he's got room to bob up and down if he wants to. And then I can use water because I got walls on both sides, and I got a wall right here. I just use water to push him this way, and I just basically shove him in there, and then when I get him in there, I stick a trapdoor right there, and he can't get out. And that's it. Then I just finish off my ceiling again, and I put and then he's in there and he's ready to go. But that's how I get him in. No fancy railing systems, rail systems, none of that complication. So the levers are really simple, the pistons are really simple, and there's no fancy, no big project to getting the villagers in place. And I've got a really nice trading hall. And the other thing I like is I don't some designs have a separate area to train and infect these guys. I could have it set up over there, but this way I can come along, and like if one of them gets infected or something, it's real. I mean if I need to bring the trades down, like if I wanted to bring these trades down further, I could easily do it. Like I don't need to on this guy. Look how low they are. unless I wanted to bring the trades down on name tags, but it's definitely not worth it. Look at this, Fortune 3 for 1 emerald. If I want to get their trades down, sometimes they'll raise their prices. Like this guy, when I was trading with him, started to raise his prices on rotten flesh. So every once in a while you got to reinfect them. I don't want to have to take them out of the trading hole to do that. So this way I can just drop them down and do the deed right here. And you can actually roll them in here to train them too, but I prefer, this is just from leftover from when it didn't work so well that way. I train them over there and then I wheel them in here. But we've also done some of them where we just wheel them in here. It behaves pretty well now. If all of the other workstations in here are claimed, then when you wheel the new villager in here, he doesn't try to take one of these workstations. Put him in his pod and you put his workstation in front of him and you can train him right here. So Minecraft is pretty well behaved that way. They may have worked the bugs out in earlier releases of like in the 1.15 releases, but I prefer to just train them over here away from the trading hall. That way I don't have to mess with any of that. Just bring them in here trained, and then I can do the curing right here. So I don't know, that took a while, didn't it? You know what, I wanted to show you the rest, but it took a while to show you the trading hall. I think I'll build this as a trading hall video because I spent most of the time talking about the trading hall. Oh, and then the last thing I wanted to mention is I had some really primo villagers in here and they got hit by lightning and it turned them all into witches, so I had to start over. So make sure you put a lightning shield over the top of your thing if you have like lightning enabled. If you're on a server that has lightning enabled, this one does. This is 4 blocks up from the top of these trading cells. So these are bottom slabs that are, so nothing's going to spawn on top of this. And it's 4 blocks away and it goes a couple of blocks out on each side, because I don't want lightning hitting the ground within 4 blocks of them either. Okay, so this will keep that from happening, and that will keep them safe from lightning, so you don't spend a bunch of time training and then come out and find a bunch of witches in the trading cells. It's a heartbreaking. So let me take a quick sleep, and we might run over just a tad, but I don't like to make the videos much longer than 20 minutes. But here's the tree farm back here, and I didn't, I just like it spread out. I put flowers next to the trees so that to start with, and got some nice bee nests when they grew up, and then I converted them into honey farms. There's our sheep up there. And then I found some bamboo in a shipwreck, did a bunch of sugar cane over here because I didn't want to make an iron farm. And here's how we make charcoal. I'll show you Clem's place later on, but for right now I just want to wrap the video because it's getting a little bit long. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. And if you like the video, please click the like button. And questions and comments, you can leave those below. If you don't want to miss out on future videos, please click the subscribe button. There's our blaze farm behind me, blaze grinder. I'll show you that too. Click the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks a lot for watching. You can find the links to our Discord and to our Let's Play servers in the description to this video, and you can also find the link to my Patreon if you want to support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.